Hello everyone, welcome to the course of Microwave Engineering. In today's class we are going to learn about S matrix calculations of magic T. So this is the diagram of magic T. Magic T is nothing but a combination of E plane T junction as well as H plane T junction. If you see here, when we combine both the T's, E plane T as well as H plane T, okay, we will get 4 ports. The combination of two planes, E plane as well as H plane, gives 4 ports where we have port 1, port 2, port 3 and port 4. Port 1 and port 2 are considered as output ports. Port 3 and port 4 are considered as input ports. If you see here, this particular port 3 is nothing but H arm and this particular port 4 is nothing but E arm. When a signal is propagated through this particular E arm, this signal will be coming out from port 1 as well as port 2 with respect to 180 degrees of phase shift. Okay, and whenever the signal is propagated through H arm, this signal from port 3 will be distributed equally through port 1 as well as port 2, and there won't be any 180 degrees or phase shift and it will be in phase. Okay, now whenever the signal is propagating through this particular port 3, signal will be equally distributed through port 1 as well as port 2, and there won't be any signal propagation through port 4. Similarly, whenever the signal is passing through this particular port 4 or E arm, the signal will be distributed through port 1 and port 2 with 180 degrees of phase shift, and there won't be any signal propagating through port 3. Okay, this is how it works, and this is why it is called as magic T. Okay, now we are going to see the scattering parameters, or we are going to calculate the S matrix of the magic T. So here we are going to consider 4 by 4 matrix. So let's consider the scattering matrix of 4 by 4. So this can be written as S is equal to S11, S12, S13, S14, S21, S22, S23, S24, S31, S32, S33, S34, S41, S42, S43 and at last S44. This is our 4 into 4 scattering matrix of a magic T. Okay, now let's consider H plane T junction. So if you see the H plane T junction, okay, signal will be propagated through port 3 and it will be equally distributed and coming out from port 1 as well as port 2. So this can be written as S23 is equal to S13, where 1 and 2 are the outputs and 3 is the input. Okay, now consider E plane T junction. Okay, so for this, so this is an E arm, E plane T junction. Okay, whenever the signal is propagated through E arm, it will be coming out from port 1 as well as port 2 with respect to 180 degrees of phase shift. So at E plane T junction we can observe the 180 degrees of phase shift. That's why we are writing it as S24 is equal to minus of S14. Okay, where 1 and 2 are the outputs and port 4 is the input of this particular E arm. Now port 3 and 4 are isolated to each other. Okay, so if you see the diagram, so if this is port 3 and this is port 4, when the signal is passing through port 3, it won't be coming out from port 4, and similarly when the signal is passing to port 4, it don't come out from port 3 as well. So that's why we are calling this port 3 and port 4 as isolated. Okay, now as the port 3 and port 4 are isolated to each other, we can say that S34 is equal to S43 is equal to 0, where 3 and 4 are nothing but ports. Okay, now we have got a symmetric property. So symmetric property, let us consider Sij is equal to Sji. Okay, so let's consider this symmetric property. From this, if you consider the scattering parameters or the S matrix, okay, write it in the form of this whole S matrix in the form of symmetric property. What we get is S12 is equal to S21, S13 is equal to S31, S23 is equal to S32, S34 is equal to S43, S24 is equal to S42, and S41 is equal to S14. Okay, using symmetric property we can write all these conditions in this way. Okay, now port 3 and port 4 are perfectly matched. So both the EM and HM are perfectly matched. That means there are no reflections at their particular respective ports. So perfectly matched to the junctions. Okay, so if you see the diagram, these are EM as well as HM. Port 3 and port 4 are used for inputs and there are no reflections at their particular respective ports. So that's why both S33 port 3 and S44 is considered as 0. Okay, now let's see the conditions once again. So from H plane T we have S23 is equal to S13. So H plane T we have S23 is equal to S13. From E plane T we have S24 is equal to minus of S14. S24 is equal to minus of S14, and we have all these symmetric properties. Okay, from all these we will be converting our S matrix into this particular point. We will be substituting all these values in our S matrix. Okay, now let's substitute all these values in our S matrix. So this is our S matrix starting from S11 to S44. Okay, now substitute all those values. So let's write all the above values as it is: S11, S12, S13, S14. Okay, so S21 can be S12. So S12, S22 write it as it is. S23 can be S13. So we have already seen, right? S23 can be S13, right? So S13, S24 can be minus of S14. So from E plane T we got S24 can be minus of S14, minus of S14. Okay. Now S31 can be, S31 is S13. Okay, so write as this S13, and S32 can be, S32 is S23 and our S23 is S13. So write S13. Okay, and our S33 is, our S33 is 0. So write 0, and S34 is 0. So write 0. Okay, and S41 is S14. So write S14. S42 is, where is S42? S42 is S24. So here S24 is minus S14. So write minus S14. Okay, and our S43 is 0. S44 is 0. Okay, this is what we get after substituting the values. Now, from unitary property, S into S conjugate is equal to identity. Okay, so S is nothing but S11, S12, S13, S14, S12, S22, S13 minus S14, S13, S13, 0, 0, S14 minus S14, 0, 0. This is S, right? Okay. So for S conjugate, we need to put stars. S11 star, S12 star, S13 star, S14 star, S12 star, S22 star, S13 star, minus S14 star, S13 star, S13 star, 0, 0, S14 star, minus S14 star, 0, 0 is equal to, what is identity matrix? It's a 4 by 4 matrix, right? So we need to put identity matrix in the 4 by 4 matrix form. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is identity matrix. Now let's calculate row 1 column 1, row 2 column 2, row 3 column 3 and row 4 column 4. Okay. If you calculate row 1 column 1, S11 into S11 star plus S12 into S12 star plus S13 into S13 star plus S14 into S14 star is equal to 1. This can be written as modulus of S11 whole square plus modulus of S12 square plus modulus of S13 square plus modulus of S14 square is equal to 1. Okay. Now let's calculate R2 row 2 column 2. Okay. So row 2 column 2 can be S12 into S12 star plus S22 into S22 star plus S13 into S13 star plus minus of S14 into minus of S14 star is equal to 1. Okay. So this can be written as modulus of S12 square plus modulus of S22 square plus modulus of S13 square plus negative sign can be neglected. So modulus of S14 square is equal to 1. Okay, this is R2 C2. Okay, now coming to R3 C3, row 3 and column 3. So this is row 3 and column 3. Okay, so if you calculate row 3 and column 3, S13 into S13 star plus S13 into S13 star plus 0 is equal to 1. Okay, if you calculate row 3 and column 3, we will be getting like this. So this can be written as modulus of S13 square plus modulus of S13 square is equal to 1. Okay, this can be written as 2 modulus of S13 square is equal to 1. S13 whole square is equal to 1 by 2. S13 is equal to 1 by root 2. This is what we got from R3 C3. Okay, now let's calculate. Now let's calculate R4 C4, R4 and C4. Okay, so row 4 and column 4. Okay, S14 into S14 star plus minus of S14 into minus of S14 star plus 0 is equal to 1. This is what we get. So this can be written as modulus of S14 square plus modulus of S14 square, negative can be neglected, is equal to 1. 2 modulus of S14 square is equal to 1. This can be written as S14 square is equal to 1 by 2. S14 is equal to 1 by root 2. This is how to write. S14 is equal to 1 by root 2. Now let's equate R1 C1 is equal to R2 C2. Okay, so what is R1 C1? R1 C1 is S11 whole square plus S12 whole square plus modulus of S13 square plus modulus of S14 square is equal to modulus of S12 square plus modulus of S22 square plus modulus of S13 square plus modulus of S14 square. Okay, strike off the common terms. So S12 and S13 and S14 got striked off. What we have left with is modulus of S11 square is equal to modulus of S22 square. This can also be written as S11 is equal to S22. This is what we get from equating R1 C1 is equal to R2 C2. Now let's calculate row 4 and column 1. Okay, so this is row 4 and this is column 1. Okay, now if you calculate that, we get S14 into S11 star plus minus of S14 into S12 star plus 0 is equal to 0. This is what we get. Okay, this can be written as S14 into S11 star, plus and minus become minus, S14 into S12 star is equal to 0. Okay, take S14 common. S14 into S11 star minus S12 star is equal to 0. If you take this S14 this side, S11 star minus S12 star becomes 0. Okay, this can also be written as S11 is equal to S12. This is what we get from R4C1. In the previous calculation, R1C1 equal to R2C2, we got S11 is equal to S22. Okay, so here in previous one we got S11 is equal to S22, right? Okay, this one. Now in R4C1 we got S11 equal to S12. So from all these we can write as, therefore S11 is equal to S12 is equal to S22. Okay, this we can write. Okay, now let's substitute S11 is equal to S12 in R1C1. Okay, so whatever the equation is there of row 1 and column 1, we need to substitute S11 is equal to S12. Okay, so R1C1 modulus of S11 whole square plus modulus of S12 whole square plus modulus of S13 whole square plus modulus of S14 whole square is equal to 1. Okay, now what we can write as S11 square plus S12 is nothing but S11 is nothing but S12, so that means S12 is nothing but S11, right? Okay, so substitute S11 square plus S13, we already got the values. Okay, so what is that? S13 we have 1 by root 2. Okay, so 1 by root 2 square plus S14 is again what we got is 1 by root 2. Okay, so 1 by root 2 square is equal to 1. Okay, so this can be written as 2S11 square plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so 2S11 square, this half plus half becomes 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so 2S11 square, if you take this one other side, it becomes 0. Okay, so take these two to the other side. S11 modulus of S11 square is equal to 0. That means it becomes S11 is also becomes 0. Okay, so what we have is S13 is equal to 1 by root 2, S14 is equal to 1 by root 2, S11 is equal to S12 is equal to S22 is equal to 0, and from this one we got S11 is equal to 0 again. Okay, so finally S matrix is given by S is equal to S11, S12, S13, S14, S12, S22, S13 minus S14, S13, S13, 0, 0, S14 minus S14, 0 and 0. This is what we have, right? Okay. So S13 is 1 by root 2. S13. S14 is again 1 by root 2. S11 is equal to S12 is equal to S22 is equal to 0. These are the values we have. Substitute all these values in this particular matrix. What we get is S11 is 0, S12 is 0, S13 is 1 by root 2, S14 is again 1 by root 2, S12 is 0, S22 is again 0, S13 is 1 by root 2, S14 is minus of S14, that means minus of 1 by root 2. Okay. So S13 is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 and 0 and 0. S14 is 1 by root 2 minus of 1 by root 2 and 0 and 0. This is S matrix of magic T.